So did you get yourself a new Harley-Davidson Boom Audio 20s EVO Bluetooth headset? You want to know how to install it on a full face helmet? I'm here to show you how. Let's get started right now. This video in 4K. Welcome back, Bikeaholics. Ryan Erlacher here, lawabidingbiker.com. Thank you for checking back in. Want to save money, wrench on your own motorcycle, be entertained, and be part of the world's #1 biker community? Every time that subscribe button and bell icon are hit, another biker joins the revolution. Some brief comments. Why are people getting the Harley Stamp 20S, you ask? Well, because you can have full wireless Bluetooth connectivity with your boombox system. You'll need one of these stamped Harley, and you'll have to install a Harley Wireless Interface Module, a WIM, to get that connectivity. Don't worry, we have a free video on how to install that. Link in the description below. Also a link on how to pair this and configure it with your boombox system. And with that said, let me show you how to install this. All right, in this video, we're going to install this 20S on a full-face modular helmet. What I'm going to show you here, the beginning parts is all the same, whether it's a 3/4 or half, so it will cross over. We don't really need this. This is the main unit at this point. We do find this in your kit. You will need this later. Of course, your 20S actually clicks to that, but this just be in your way, so move it out of the way. You want to look for this plate right here, okay, and this piece with the pins in it. We're going to start with these two. Okay, so find your actual earphones. Those are going to go inside the helmet. This end needs to plug in. But let me show you. This plate actually goes, it's going to end up going like that. Okay, so it's going to butt up, and this is actually going to clamp over the side of your helmet. So what we need to do is this plugs in. You can probably see it's going to plug in right there, but we got to get it through the plate first. So all I'm going to do is run it through there, and then I'm going to go ahead and plug it in. It only goes one way. There's a little screw hole there, and there's a little hole there. So you want to line that up. It plugs right in it. Like I said, it only goes one way. And you see now I have my plate like so, and everything will go together the way I want it. But before we do that, very tiny little screw hole right there, and a very, very tiny little screw. Find that in your kit. I'm going to drop it down in here like so. Make sure you have a nice little jeweler's screwdriver or something. Don't have to get it really tight, but I am going to screw that down about like so is good enough. And now this is secure and it won't pop off. Now we need to get our mic. Now your kit comes with 3 different mics. This is a Velcro on basically boom mic. This is the one I'm going to use for my modular helmet, and you'll see when I install that. I really like this for a modular helmet. It also comes your kit with a couple other mics. It comes with a stick mic where you could simply, actually let me get that out of the bag. And you could actually, this would be good for like a half helmet or 3/4 or something. It would just plug right in here to this like so. There's a spot there, and run out the side of your helmet, you know, in the front of your mouth. So that's an option. You get to decide, but that would be a good one for, yeah, like I say, a 3/4 or maybe a half helmet. And then your last option is this right here. And this could be good for a full face. Mine's a modular, so it opens, so this wouldn't work for me, but it's just a soft mic, and it just sticks in place. And again, it would plug in, and all these mics plug into the same hole on here. And you would just Velcro your soft mic somewhere in the front of your helmet. I can't do that because my helmet opens and this would get caught up. So that is why I'm going with this particular mic. So now that we've chose our mic, we've got our speakers plugged in, of course. We've got it secured with the screw. Next, I'm just going to take this and plug it in. Now, you'll want to note something here, and I hope you can see it very well. And that is this little piece right here. It spins, and it actually needs to lock into place. Well, on the very top here, and this just spins, as you can see, it just spins. And I've got this plugged in. There's a little lip right up top there, right there. And this just rocks right over the top of it, okay? And it locks, you'll feel it lock into place. And to get it off, you would just turn it back over, and then you could unplug it. But again, it's just a channel, and it's just locking right over the top there. Once you get it in place, you'll feel it click. Now this plug can't back out either. All right, so now we have this all hooked up, and we can slide our plate up over because we ran the wires through, like so, into place, and you can see this little channel goes right over that. So now everything's seated up there, and we've got 2 holes here. Your kit will come with these. It's 2 little bolts. It's got a bolt and a washer. One's going to go in there. I'm going to get it finger started. And the other one will go on this side. Your kit comes with a little Allen wrench. Now I'm just getting these started, basically, is all I'm doing. I'm not going to tighten it down yet because I want this clamp. You actually want to back that out a little bit. You actually want this clamp so that it can go around the side of your helmet. So leave it quite loose at this point. Just get those started. We're ready to mount this piece, speakers, and it's got a mic hooked to it, the main unit to our helmet. So I'm going to go ahead and mount the system in my Shoei Neotech. Love this helmet. Wear it full time on my police motorcycle, and then off duty. This is my off duty one that I wear. And so all we got to do, each helmet's going to be a little bit different, but these kits are very universal. The main thing is you want to start unbuttoning. You can see I'm just going to pull the cheek pads out. I can do this side. Just start unbuttoning stuff however your helmet is. We'll set stuff off to the side, and then I can take this here, unbutton it, and pull that liner out of the way. This gives me full access to the inside and the ear panels, or excuse me, the ear cups and stuff in there. So that's what you're going to need to do to your helmet. Real quick, guys, if you appreciate all these free videos and what we're trying to do to help the law-abiding biker community, there is a way you could support us. You can become a patron member, lawabidingbiker.com/Patreon. There'll be a link in the description below. You can pledge a certain amount per piece of content that we put out. No risk, because you can put a monthly cap. There are benefits of becoming a member. There's a private Facebook group that's blowing up. There's also access to premium videos and t-shirts and all that kind of stuff. Anyways, all the information is over. Hit the link, check it out. All right, let's get back into your video. So the first thing I'm going to do here is I've got my 20S there, and the left side of your helmet somewhere, basically. And like I said, that clamp literally is going to slide up between the shell and your liner. Hopefully you can see that. It's in between the, the EPS, which is the protective foam. And I'm just going to slide it. Really, you can put it forward or back, whatever works for you as far as where exactly you want this, on your helmet. So I've got this positioned pretty much where I want it on my helmet, okay? Once you do that, turn your helmet over, and right up in here, you've got your little Allen head bolts, and I'm just gonna start tightening these down. All right, and you can see on the inside of here, it's just the little Allen head bolts. I'm just gonna start bolting them down. And you want it tight, but don't over tighten it. Just get it snug, and you'll know because the unit won't move on the helmet anymore. All right, so I've got those tightened down again, not too tight. If you want to get hooked up with the Sena headset, if you appreciate this video, don't forget, get it in our store, guys, lawabidingbiker.com/store, link in the description below. And that helps support this channel by shopping in our store. So got those tightened down nice and snug. Again, I can tell the unit's nice and snug. It's not going to move around on me. Okay, so your kit comes with a lot of different accessories for getting your headphones mounted. I do use these. These are just little foam covers. This side, of course, the magnet side is the back side. This side's your speaker side. And these just go over like so. There's a little cutout in the bottom. You can tell which way it goes because that's where the wire comes out there. All right, and I got that one on there. So I've got my foam pads. You don't have to use those, completely up to you. Now what I've done is it comes with Velcro pads. It comes with sticky back 3M tape. It's got all different sizes and shapes of Velcro pads. Again, this kit's universal, so you just got to figure it out what works for your helmet. I've put Velcro up in my ear cups, which are cut out on both sides of this helmet. So I've got Velcro. I stuck it in there so that these speakers have Velcro on the back side, so that'll literally stick right in. So that's what I'm going to do. And of course, your short one is for the left side here because it can't go all the way around. This one will go with the long wire. Will go all the way over on this side. So that's what I'm going to do. And you got to figure out which way you want your wire to come out so it doesn't interfere as much as possible with any of your snaps or anything like that. Okay, so I've got my speakers in both sides. Again, completely universal, so you got to just figure it out. And they're Velcroed in there. Now, this is fairly universal too, and I'm using this mic right here, the Velcro mic. All I've done is taken a piece of Velcro right here, and it comes in the kit. You can see I stuck it right down in there. And I basically positioned it because you want to make sure that it's going to come around and wrap in front of your mouth. So depending on how far forward or back you put this, you want to make sure and line that up so it'll be right at the center of your mouth. And you can see I did that basically by where I put it. So I'm just Velcroing that on. And all these wires, guys, seriously, they're just going to get jammed up underneath the liner of the helmet. So you just want to make sure and not snap them in these little snaps. So however you want to route wires is up to you. And like I said, if you need additional spacers, if your cups are too deep or something like that, it does come with these Velcro spacers. And you basically Velcro that in there in the cup and then Velcro the speaker to that. And you can see how thick that is, and that would space it out if your cup was too deep. But there's a little bit thinner ones right there. Again, completely universal. And so you can see my mic comes out the front of my helmet here right at the center. So now it's literally running wires and starting to put my liner back in. And again, just make sure you don't pinch the wires in any of those snaps. And I'll just take a little time and make it nice and neat. Okay, and one thing to be aware of is these kind of cheek pads. I've got to get this plastic in between the shell and the EPS. So I've taken my boom mic and unvelcroed it there, and I can kind of sneak this up. Here's my speaker wires because I can't pinch them down in there. So I'm going to sneak that in there and start getting this settled in there. I will put it in better than that in a minute, but now you can see the wires run up and over. Same with my boom mic. I can run it up and over now. And I'll find down in here my Velcro my boom mic into place. Then I can bring my cheek pads back over. Now you can see that wire for the boom mic runs over along with the speaker wires. All right, so just a little patience and you can get all this cheek pad locked in on this particular helmet. Now I can start running wires down where I want them, and I can start snapping liners into place. All right, moving around again, just wire management, and I'm going to get my other cheek pad button into place here. Okay, so there you go. You have the 20S installed. I've got all the wires managed. My speakers are sitting up there pretty in the pockets. And now we can take our actual unit and slide it right over, click it into place. And really, all this is pretty universal. The only real decision you have to make, depending on your helmet, is which microphone that you're going to actually utilize. And real quick, while we're talking about mic, there are two sides. One says Sena, the other side actually has a little hole, so make sure that that's towards your mouth. And then it comes with these foam applicators here, these wind screens.